Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sketchbook tour number 10, which is kind of crazy to think about that there's been 10 sketchbooks now. I never expected to get this far, although I guess I should have thought about it. I didn't really consider getting this far, but I knew I would one day. So, just some warnings before we get into this. First of all, if you hear a humming, thrumming in the background, that's my fan. I apologize, I just need the background noise because it's really late at night, and if I speak, it's just me and the silence.
Hi, it's me, Nia, as a bear, editing Nia here. I just wanted to jump in real quick and say I do also apologize if the audio is a bit scuffed. Basically, my whole recording setup was phone on a arm directly in front of my face, but I worried that my phone audio wouldn't be good enough, so instead of just relying on the one audio source, I decided to also get my mic and bring that close to me, but because it's like a weird, awful condenser mic, it's really bad. If I don't speak directly in front of it, like lips touching essentially, and it's directly straight in front of my face, it doesn't record audio perfectly. So I apologize if the audio fluctuates quite a bit and is quite bad. Basically, I can't really fix that because I don't have the knowledge to, and it would take a while to do so. But it does sound better than the audio recorded with my phone. So we win some and we lose some. Anyway, yeah, very sorry about that. Yeah, thank you. Okay, bye.
I have upgraded my lighting since the last time I recorded a sketchbook tour, so it should now be nicer. It's a bright white bulb. There's absolutely no yellow in it whatsoever, so hopefully on the background of my yellow desk we should be okay. It shouldn't be too warm and disgusting. As well as this, you may see a phone stand shadow sometimes. I apologize, I can't do anything about that. So I may ramble on a fair bit during this, but I'm going to try not to because I have a 52-minute limit on my phone's recording. I don't have much space left, so we're going to try and not reach 52 minutes. So I'm going to go through my sketchbook, and I'm also going to discuss whether I enjoyed this sketchbook or not. So I'm sure we all want to see the sketchbook contents before I start rambling on about the quality, so I will leave the sketchbook review to the end. This sketchbook, spoilers for the review, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'll give you a little overview. Basically, my go-to sketchbooks are Moleskine, but I couldn't get one for a reason I will explain at the end of this video, so I had to find a quick replacement, and this is the Talens Art Creation sketchbook. This was the closest I could find, so I bought it and then I had to use it. I won't tell you whether it's a good or bad sketchbook, just that some aspects of it I did not enjoy, and so I was really wanting to just get back to my Moleskine, and therefore that I wouldn't consider the art in this sketchbook as nice as I wanted it to be. I was like, oh, I'll take my time this time, I'll do more coloured and finished pieces, it'll look overall nicer maybe. And then that ended up not being the case because I didn't enjoy some parts of the sketchbook. Anyway, 3 minutes. Oh my goodness, so much rambling. Right. So, here we go. This is the cover. Obviously, I decorate every sketchbook with stickers. I've been watching way too many TikToks, and people's sketchbook covers are just covered, littered in designs. I don't really like cluttering up my sketchbook covers too much, so it's probably not particularly very aesthetically pleasing to other people, but I did try to go for a colour scheme. So we have a Genriki Neko sticker, obviously up here. Oh, I will try and get shop or artist names, if they're relevant, up on screen or in the description. This is a Ditto sticker. If I could remember where from, that would be absolutely fantastic. We've got Dialga there, and we've got Mike and Aizawa. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember where I got these from. We've got Ganyu from Genshin Impact, Chi-Chi from Genshin Impact. I only used this sticker because of the colour scheme of the bottle. Child and Zhongli from Genshin Impact, a little Squirtle. And then these frog stickers, for some reason, have always just gone super dirty compared to every other sticker, but this frog sticker is by Deadbot. And then on the back, I don't know where this is from. My mother got it for me. It's Aizawa with some cats, obviously. So yeah, I have got this like dice case here to sort of stand my sketchbook up on, so it shouldn't be at an awful angle. But also, I can't actually see my phone screen very well, so if this is not centered, I apologize. Right, so this has started on the 31st of December 2023, so it's been almost a year. Oops, that's because I was still at uni during this time. This sketchbook, I started it whilst I was still in uni. I was just starting my final year. Good news, everyone, I did graduate with a second class first division. I think that's how you call it. It's a 2-1 basically. So yeah, we've got on the right here, I like on the first page of my sketchbooks to always do studies or just like real life sketches, because I find I can do those pretty decently, so it gives a good start to the sketchbook because I know it's not going to look super duper ugly. Don't mind the name Ordell that I wrote there. This is not Ordell. This is... I was drawing a secretary bird for other reasons because I did want to make them a character. Ordell is a completely different character. I just wanted to write it there because I saw the font and was like, I want to try and recreate that. So yeah, this is like the potential secretary bird character on the left here. I'm also, sorry, I should have warned, I'm going to be moving my sketchbook a lot so you get like a better view because I can't fit it all in my frame. I'm so bad at filming. So yeah, we got that on the left. And then, oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. This is my time at Sandrock character. I really like the goat ear headband that they have, so that's that. And then, down here is my D&D character, Winry. But I was trying a different hairstyle for her because that's not what she actually looks like. But she's a half-dragon. Graviturgy wizard. Sorry, I'm struggling to speak here. Got some cats on the left and a random tiefling. I play a lot of World of Warcraft and they have the new Drakthir race out, so these are like Drakthir. And this is meant to be a troll, but it's really bad. These stickers, I believe, are from... Oh goodness, is it Studio Minbin or am I mixing them up with someone else? It might be from Studio Minbin, but I might have to try and double check. Here we have some more sort of draconic lizardy sketches. So I have a World of Warcraft character who is a Naga, and can I remember his name? Kazkaharu is his name. And he's a Naga, as I just said. So I was drawing some Naga to like practice, ready for drawing his actual wrath. And then we've got some... Are they Sethrak? Sorry, I haven't filmed in a while, so I'm like a little bit all over the place. Yeah, some Sethrak, and then some like digigrade legs because I'm always awful at those. Oh yeah, those stickers are Studio Minbin. That is confirmed with that one saying Studio Minbin at the top there. I got some pins from them. Absolutely wonderful artists. Some really good stuff. I've got like random pose. Oh, this was me trying to design thumbnails for my Road 96 playthrough. You may notice if you've checked my YouTube channel, I've only got episode 1 of Road 96 up right now. Episode 2 is in the making. Unfortunately, I lost my Adobe license when I graduated, so I've not been able to continue editing it, and I cannot until I regain Premiere license back. So it's probably going to be on the back burner for a long time because I'm not buying any more Adobe products. We've got some Avatar drawings down here. I am super duper into Avatar. I have been ever since the first film came out, and it's only recently that I realized, hey, wait, I've improved in my art now, so I can draw myself my own Na'vi characters. So here's me learning how to draw Na'vi. And this is where I learnt that this sketchbook is not particularly great for using any type of pen in it. It doesn't even need to be Copic. Watercolor's not great either. But yeah, we've got some Na'vi here, like random character designs that I was messing around with. Skarmory sticker, of course. Then I was doing some random poses, and of course if you're doing random poses that you find on Pinterest or whatever, you've got to customize them at least a little bit to look like your characters. So of course I've added some trademark Nia the elf hairstyles there. This is just some resurgent sketches of a very old character of mine called Universe. He's like, back when I was deep in a furry era, Universe was one of my first characters, if not my first character. He's got a galaxy-coloured skull on his head. And his design hasn't changed since I was like 9, so I thought I would just doodle him because I remembered he existed. And also, we've got some sketches here. So, these are of the, oh gosh, are they called Galappa in Daggerheart? They're for the Daggerheart TTRPG, which was in like beta or something at the time. And then, yeah, we're setting up a campaign for that, so I was like, oh my god, I want to make a Galappa OC. I really want to make him a alligator snapping turtle. So I had to study some like Tortolan, what are they called in regular D&D? And I studied some of like the main Galappa concept art. And then I drew some turtles, obviously, and I was just practicing drawing these for when I drew my actual ref for my D&D character. And here's some more. This is from the concept art. I was basically just copying it to get a sense of the anatomy and stuff. If you want to see the full image, the full reference of my Galappa OC for Daggerheart, his name is unfortunately Meep, due to peer pressure. But it's fine. Meep means something very brave and wonderful in his language, I'm sure. But yeah, it'll be up on screen right now, if I can figure that out somehow. Oh no, how am I going to edit this without Premiere? I'll figure it out. I've got some random pen doodles on the side here. A Sir Leon at the bottom, of course. Here on the left, we have some sketches of a character that I want to make based off of a Worgen in World of Warcraft. His name is Corley. I've not done too much work on him yet, but I'm excited for it. This Spino is called Raja. She's my Spino character, and she's based off of a king penguin. This is Blanketty. It's a kitty made out of blanket material. Need I say more? And then this is a little bust of my actual current main Sona, Prue. She's a grizzly bear. Here I was messing around with some rainbow pencils that I got because those are fun. I'm missing like half of them. I don't know where they are, but they were fun whilst they lasted. So yeah, we've got a dino and some random poses here. And some more random poses, but in the one of the other rainbow pencils that I had. And then I've been in a rainbow pencil phase through this, so we've got some more drawings here. And this was when I was designing another new D&D character, because unfortunately, if you've heard of my character Joachim, the campaign for that one did stop and was like reset because of multiple factors. So rather than bringing Joachim back, because I really feel like her story, it was just good, it was done, and I didn't want to have to restart the character romance I had with someone else all over again, so I just decided to make a new character, and this was the throes of designing her. And then this is closer to her final view. Her name is Farah, and she is a homebrew race called Naktari. And this is a little chibi Aizawa up there. Some Transformers stuff, because I do have Transformers OCs, but I'm like super bad at drawing robots and stuff, so that's me practicing how to draw robots. Another Aizawa, and of course Farah again, although she doesn't actually end up looking like this even in the final design, but the outfit is basically the same. She's wearing a mourning dress, not mourning like day, but mourning as in sad. Oh, this is what she looks like in the end, because of her people getting killed by other people. It's very sad. We've got some Dr. Futterman down here. I love Dr. Futterman. He's probably my favourite character from Outlast Trials. Another one up there. Oh, and these little silly guys are like little doodles of some plushies that my mother crocheted me. Random stuff. Got a Blastoise down here. My favourite Pokemon is Blastoise. Every time I get a Blastoise in any game, I call him Hydro. That's just my Blastoise. Oh, this is Archie. Oh my goodness, I should have gotten Archie to show. Archie's my little crocheted frog. He's really cute. Or was he knitted, actually? I think he might be knitted. And then Glameow. I have a little bit of a soft spot for Glameow. Got some silly merfolk here. Oh, this ended up being a character that I did design, but I'm like pretty torn on her. She's a sea butterfly. I can't remember which one. I think she's really cute in these sketches, but in the final art I did of her, she is a little bit questionable, which is quite sad. Maybe I'll put it up on screen. We've got some more Nutv designs here, and then we have Mary, because I'm a super huge fan of ghosts. I've only seen the UK version, because generally in the past, American adaptations have not been anywhere near as good, so I just don't bother anymore. But yeah, that's Mary. She was my favourite character at the time, and then I grew to love the captain even more, which, spoilers, you will see in a little bit. Some more Nutv, of course, and this is not Archie, this is Ruby, another frog that I got. And then this is Osmo. I do end up drawing like a more art of Osmo, so you can see him coming up. I will draw him properly digitally one day. He's a Metcaina, I believe I was going to make him. Got some owls here. I always love drawing birds. And my favourite bird of all, the harpy eagle, up here. Let's get a full view of that. Wonderful, wonderful. I love birds. That's all I need to say. And then this is Otsmo. So Otsmo te Ananu Moeng Itan is his name. And I just did like a double page spread, which is very rare for me to do. I don't often do full double page spreads of anything themed, really. I just sort of go crazy with what I draw. And then we go back to just some bears. I don't know why I've put oops for this particular reason, but there we go. Got some bears here, little sleepy bears, little standing bears. I love bears, they're my favourite animal of all time. Then we have this Nutv design that I really want to actually make into a character, because I've obviously drawn it on earlier pages, which I apparently are really far back. Yeah, there we go. But I've not actually touched on that yet. Got some more random pose sketches, because of course we do. Oh, yeah, I didn't realise it was coming that quickly. So yeah, this is my Captain homage double page spread. I went to the Chalk Valley History Festival, and Ben Wilbond and, oh my goodness, why is his name slipping from my head right as I'm speaking? God damn it. Humphrey's actor, what is his name? Anyway, they were there doing a talk about ghosts, and they were like, oh, if you, well, I mean, Ben wasn't able to do it, but they were like, oh, if you come to the tent afterwards and bring your ghost's book, I can sign them for you. And I was like, do I bring my captain spread? No, I did not do it in the end. That was way too embarrassing to even consider. But yeah, this is my captain spread. This ended up being really good. I just basically copied scenes from the show. And then I did that pom-pom, and then that one. And then just the more I drew, the worse it got, as I've commentated there. So I had to stop after that, because it was just getting worse and worse. But yeah, I'd still quite like this double page spread though. Again, a rare sight from me. This is probably my least favourite page in this whole sketchbook. A group that I used to be a part of before I joined uni it's had like a little bit of a revival, so I was drawing some chibi lines, trying to figure out if I could do some free lines or free base for people to use for the community, just saying welcome back. So yeah, but as you can see, I'm not very good at drawing animals, so we just move quickly past that. Oh, this is my favourite How to Train Your Dragon. Can I remember what they're called? Rumblebacks? Rumblehorns, my bad. Get there in the end. They're my favourite. I just really like them. I think they're cool, massive beetle dinosaurs. They're just great. Dinosaurs? what am I saying? And then we got some Nia artwork up here, because of course we do. These were just some random characters and a Draenei, of course. Yeah, I don't know why I drew these. They're not really like my usual style of drawing, but I did them.
Hi. Editing Nia here to interject again. I wanted to say, when I went to the festival and did these drawings that you're about to look at, or looking at right now, I got asked to have my photo taken by a photographer. I was so embarrassed, and I'm just really socially inept, so I imagine the photos turned out awfully. And I've not seen them anywhere, so I imagine the photographer took them and then just didn't use them for any publicity or anything, but, you know, there is that level of horror that there's some photos of me out there somewhere very awkwardly drawing. Oh no. Anyway, awful memory. Let's move back to the tour. Oh god.
Oh, this page is embarrassing. This was also at the Chalk Valley History Festival. I actually sketched some things that I saw there. It went awfully. I guess maybe I didn't warm up, or I was just having an awful day, but the drawings were not going how I wanted. Normally I don't draw this messily or this poorly. This was the Banger King display. He was talking about the Banger King in a war. This was meant to be a tank, but it was going really badly. And then this was just someone sat down. They're really bad. Oh, and this was someone. Oh, what talk was it? Before the ghosts talk, there was a bunch of other talks, and I think this may have been one about agriculture and farming. Maybe. I don't really remember. But I drew one of the speakers there because he was sat like that for a while. Got some random characters. This was the potential design for my Dragon Age character, because I played Dragon Age a long time ago, but I never finished it, so I started redoing a run recently to get back into it, before I heard Veilguard was coming out. And yeah, Alaven is her name, and she has some story, but I haven't played much with her yet, so... random characters. This was like an old character of mine from back in 2019 when I first started drawing properly. Oh yeah, this page is a little bit weird. I really like sphinxes, turns out. I learned about them. I didn't learn about them recently, but like I relearned about them recently and was like, oh yeah, these exist and they're pretty cool to draw. This is my Dragon's Dogma 2 character Saga. And then this is Kush from Sorted Food, which is one of my favourite YouTube channels. Don't ask me why I drew Kush. I just, I was just watching one of their videos and then he popped up on the page. I don't know how or why, but there he is. Got another Sphinx here, and a little bear. He was drawn because I was going to send one of my bear subjects to deliver someone on Discord some snacks. It was just a little joke, but I had to draw it because it was very cute. Got some dragons. Well, all I would say is that if I were to draw Winry, my half dragon, as a dragon, I was thinking, how would I do that? And then I started drawing silver dragons, and I probably won't be doing that again because turns out I'm really bad at drawing dragons. I've got some just awful things on this double page spread. You can see that I was not enjoying this sketchbook as much because I've left a lot of blank space. But we've got Nia up here, and then this is my sun something, not me opening Steam to try and see what the game is. What is it called? Where is it? Oh no, where is it? Oh, it's taking me... Oh, there we go. It's taking me so long to find it. My Sunhaven character! There we go! Sorry, I am like on the spot whilst recording and everything is slipping my mind. But yeah, this is my Sunhaven character, Aethelstan. He is a long-eared dog, an Afghan hound based Gumshoe Gooper up here, because of course. And during Art Fight, which... I'm not going to explain Art Fight because I'm halfway through my time already. often my Care Bear characters get attacked in like mass attacks, and their refs are all from like pre-2015 era. They're all really old. So I thought I would redraw them, and then I only got around to doing 2. So this is Sea Heart Otter, and then this is Cuddly Heart Raccoon, my Care Bear cousin characters. Here's some planning for a thumbnail, because I worked as a thumbnail artist for a streamer for a little bit. Like just freelance stuff. And then this is my Fallout 76 character, November. She's a little bit insane. She is basically the next coming of Mothman. She doesn't really like agree with the cult's behavior, but she is a huge Mothman fan and was blessed with being able to take care of her own baby Mothman child. So yeah, she's like quite childish and happily does drugs, but also is a very good mother to her Mothman. So I fucking love, for all its flaws, I love Fallout 76, and I really enjoy playing November. And then this is a spider character that I was designing. I really like, okay, I might butcher the pronunciation because I still don't know how you pronounce it, but I got into Yellowka, like after maybe a day or 2 of when their first songs got released on YouTube. It got recommended to me, and I was like, whomst is this? And then suddenly they blew up, which is really cool to see. And then I saw that people were making their own Yellowka OCs. I don't really get that deep into fandom stuff, so I sort of miss that side of things. I just find the artists and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, and then I'm really late to any other game. But yeah, I thought I would design a Yellowka OC. She's going to be a caracal dancer. Her whole theme is like communication, and she does a lot of that in her dynamic dancing, and she's going to have like long loose braids for movement in the dancing. Oh, that's a back view of Winry, my half dragon, for some reason. And then this is another Nutvi that I want to design, but a recon Nutvi, not an actual native. Oh my gosh, we've got Cappy. I love Cappy, best Fallout character. Got some bears coloured like salmon and an orca bear crossover. This is my xenomorph character. I think I named them Pyrite, but I commissioned this off of someone on Toy House, and then I decided to draw them myself. I'm awful at drawing xenomorphs, as you can tell, but they're really pretty. It's such a pretty design. I quite like this, actually. It's hiding in a little swampy cave. And then we have my Dragon's Dogma 2 character again, Saga, because I wanted to carry over my Dragon's Dogma 1 character into my playthrough, but I decided we'd start from scratch because I don't want to change up her story. And then this is Saga's pawn, Hatham. Got a Teabag Kitty here, and random tiger character. Teabag Kitty is so cute. And then a potential redesign of an old character of mine. We got some random stuff here. Sorry, there's not really much to say and I'm running out of time. This was a potential design for an Ursanthrope. Ursanthropes, I mean, everyone can make an Ursanthrope. It's not like a closed species thing, but Ursanthropes are what I call my werebear characters. I've got like a whole lore for them. This is Aethelstan again from Sunhaven. Demetrius, another character of mine. Nia kissing a xenomorph because, of course, why not? My Little Ponies, because everyone is into My Little Pony because of the infection resurgence, which is wonderful. Trying to come up with designs for an automaton in our crit roll based D&D campaign. I offered to do the art for this NPC and I am having a time of it. This is my Final Fantasy XIV Viera Brioche, and this is my BG3, one of my characters, Whimsy the Tiefling. We've got some artist trading card designs here because I am into making those. I probably won't ever make any of these into ATCs, but they were fun to design. Some more ATC stuff. And this is where I started designing a character that I was like, do I make them? I mean, they're not gonna look unique, but I really want to make them. And then I started designing him, and here he is. So yeah, this is Merrick. He is another Ursanthrope. I just wanted to make a chubby bear man. I wanted to make a bear man who can be a bear and is a bear. So this is him. I think he's very cute. He is now like my new comfort character. I think he's neat. And then this little sticker from a plushie my mother got me. And some height comparisons of some characters of mine. More Merrick drawings because I just really got into it. A little bear chibi of him. I mean, he's just a god in a robe, basically. And then this is some interactions, or a interaction of him and another Ursanthrope of mine called Elio. And they are a little sun bear child. This is another double page spread of mine, which is very rare, although I guess you could consider that one as well. This is my World of Warcraft Tauren character, Cloudweaver. Can I remember his first name? It's written there. Tarragon Cloudweaver. Sorry, I'm awful at this. But yeah, I've never really drawn Taurens before, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a go. And here he is. Not exactly what I would want him to look like, but it's alright. They're just little fun sketches. These are very faint because they're in blue lead, which is difficult to draw opaquely in. I really like this little chibi down here. It's very sweet. We've got more BG3 character of mine, possibly my main Dark Urge. Leoran, I believe I named him. A draconic blood sorcerer half-elf. And this was the time that a friend and I watched Secret of Kells and Wolfwalkers, and of course I had to draw some Wolfwalker style stuff. This is my character Faradir, and then this is my Amber Isle Paleofolk Tiffin, and then this is, sorry, there's so much to say. These are my friend and I who I watched this stuff with together. My friend's character, and then my character. They're from Wolf's Rain, because I watched like a little bit of it as a kid, but I never really got far into it. And then they were like, oh my god, I love Wolf's Rain, let's watch it together. And then we made OCs, because of course you've got to do that when you're into something. So yeah, this is our OCs interacting. I believe her name is Sabiru, and then my Wolf's Rain OC's name is Yu. He's like a clumsy little guy, and he has a stick stuck in his fur that you can't take out. It's supernatural or something. Yeah, there we go. More automaton stuff. Fuck, because obviously I'm struggling. This is my superhero OC, intended to be a Marvel character, and then like obviously not gonna happen. Dark Angel. This is my Ghosts character that I'm working on right now. She is a pre-Raphaelite painter. And then this is my web fishing character. I wish I knew what date I started web fishing. I know I wrote it as like his birthday on his profile. But yeah, I started playing web fishing. Oh, I can see when I started playing actually. I started playing it on October 13th of this year, and I immediately got hooked. So this is my character Guppy. He's very sad. He's always sad because no catch is ever good enough for him. So his goal is to catch the best fish. Like down here, he caught a whale and he's still crying. It's not good enough. And then this is Winry and another character in the campaign, Miko, because they're doing a little bit of detecting at the moment. We're on a little bit of a detective story in the current quest. Guppy again. More Merrick, because of course, why not? My Minecraft piglin character, who is like a piglin that came to the overworld but then started turning into a zombified piglin, and then came across the Skulk, and the Skulk kind of saved him from becoming further zombified. So that's a work in progress. And then here I started rewatching Beastars with the same friend that we made Wolf's Rain characters together with, so I was like, I'm going to make a Beastars character. So I was considering a binturong at first. I still kind of want to go through with this because it's very cute. And then I was like, oh, I'll make a seal. Don't make a seal. There's one character who is a seal, and the anatomy is terrifying. So a seal was just too difficult to keep up with. So instead I changed that later on the line, but it was cute, kind of, whilst it lasted. Got some more bears, because I love bears. And some more bears! And Merrick and Elio together, of course. Wonderful. Oh, and this is I was playing Dead Island 2, which is a fantastic game, by the way. And this is Danny. I drew her when the person that I'm playing with went for a quick bathroom break. So I drew Danny, because I think she's cool. I play Carla. Personally, my favourite character. I really love Carla, but Danny is very fun to play with as well. Oh, this is DD09. Probably my favourite character in all of Dead Island 2. Only true fans know. Yeah, DD09. I won't explain further. And I started watching Octonauts recently because I am a child and I wanted to make an Octonauts OC. So at first I was like, maybe a beaver? Nah. Then I tried a pirate raccoon and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. But then I had the idea of doing, like, one of my Little Pony characters is this job, and I thought I would just rehash it. A scientific illustrator, but they're a platypus. So platypus that like has a book holster that they keep their sketchbook, and they have their art supplies in their little hat and like splodges of paint on them, and basically they do anatomical drawings of the wildlife that they encounter for like scientific illustrations for stuff. Sorry, this sketchbook is all just me making OCs. This is because I found out about the Roblox game Pressure, and I was like, oh my goodness, scary horror game, spooky jump scares, and mer creatures? Hell yeah. So I started designing my Pressure character, who is part mermaid, part horseshoe crab. I can put the final art on screen, perhaps, if I can be bothered, but that's basically what he looks like in the end. Here's some random pose drawings. I wanted to do some just like random perspective stuff, and then I was like, oh, this one's cool, and then I drew it and I realized, wait, I've just drawn feet in my sketchbook and I'm going to be recording this sketchbook flick through for the public. I have made some mistakes, but honestly, as an artist, you draw this stuff and you don't consider how it could be construed. Like when I draw different body shapes and different types of people, I don't really think about how people will see it. I just think about it from an artist's perspective. So this is all just normal and vanilla for me. And then I did this, I got some tracing paper specifically for this one drawing, but I did this pose and I was like, I'm going to turn it into my character Merrick, but I don't know if I'm going to mess it up. So I bought some tracing paper to draw over the top with to make it into Merrick. This was me getting ready to be done with the sketchbook. It was the final stretch. I was really tired of working in it, and I really wanted to get my moleskines. So, yeah, I saw this picture of an old woman running on Pinterest and was like, hell yeah. This is my Skyrim character, Celebran. She is a Khajiit. She's based off of the one that I had as a kid named Celebrian, but that's a Lord of the Rings character, and I didn't want to keep that name, so I've changed it more to be more Khajiit, like Celebran, like a purr. And then this is my Fields of Mystery character. He is a shapeshifter, maned wolf, lone cowboy who dresses up very gaily. I love it. I love the outfits in Fields of Mystery. It's very cute. We've got Pillpup and my Catapede, which have made an appearance in a past sketchbook, and then T-Cat. You could tell I was getting really sick of drawing in the sketchbook. Here's Catapede again. Because of just the mess of these drawings. We've got a little Cinnamoroll. We've got a Pinacosaurus, which I'm going to make into a Dinosauria? Is that the name of it? Character? I don't know. And just some... is his name Alabe? I think it might be Alabe. He's a character of mine. A random window person. This little, like, liminal space back rooms translucent girl. Nia, because of course. And Nia again, because of course. And awful things. And Nia as a My Little Pony, because of course. Her cutie-muck would be like a bow and arrow shooting, but the arrow sort of sprouts into a tree of life. This is Ouija Mouse, or Ouija, as he is named. Ouija Mouse is a taxidermy mouse that I got from Brighton. I will not be answering any more questions at this time. And then this is the last page of this bit, because I just got bored. I was drawing a little pop-eyed goldfish shawl that someone is wearing, and then a pop-eyed goldfish. And then, when I was Googling them, Animal Crossing has lied to me. Turns out pop-eyed goldfish are not a natural phenomenon. Pop-eyedness is a disease. It's a bad thing. I thought it was like a natural goldfish species. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it is. But the main things that came up on the first page of Google were how it was a disease. And I felt so bad for drawing them. And I know I've drawn pop-eyed goldfish in a past sketchbook, so that's awkward. Yeah, we skip like 5 pages because I just could not do it. And then we get to some back page stuff, which I did like just whenever. We've got some horses and some shapes. This is some notes that I was making whilst I was playing through Dragon Age of my character Alaven, and like what she does and what she thinks throughout the game. I obviously did not keep up this writing in here. This was my university, this was after I graduated, my university has an animation course, and sometimes they post like the warm-up challenges that the students do, and sometimes I follow along and pretend I'm a student. I'm not gonna ever be a student there again because I don't want to go into more debt, but it was like, this one was mix an animal with a franchise, and this was Antita cosplaying Hogwarts, so I did an Antita wizard. Swatching my zebra mild lighters over here. Just some like random notes and things. Nothing too important. I don't know where these transparent sticky notes went. I bought a pack and they've just gone, but there's that. Some random things here. God knows what any of this is meant to actually be. Is this a Valkyrie RPG sticker? I think it might be. And then some like notes about a Transformers character. More notes, and even more notes. Oh my goodness. I wish I had context for a lot of this. I think this was from a Taskmaster challenge where they were told to draw one thing at a time and then they would have to add on to it. So this was mine, because I like to follow along. And then I tried to draw a minion and Gru from memory. So that's that. Some watercolor marker swatches. And that is the end of this sketchbook. I have 10 minutes left, so I'll try and get my thoughts out about the sketchbook quality if I can. So yeah, that was sketchbook number 10. Sorry I've said a lot and like. I'm really struggling to record here. But yeah, I say but yeah a lot. Sketchbook review! Yay! Talens art creation. I have a bone to pick. This sketchbook, I got it for about £6. You can get them for as low as £4.50, I believe. They may have increased now, but a lot of them are like around £7, £7.50 if you look on Amazon. They're really good. Unfortunately, they are 140 GSM, so the paper is real thin compared to what I'm used to. As you could have probably seen, this is just regular highlighters, and they bleed through real bad for a highlighter. They're not even like alcohol markers. Watercolor bled through. Mild liners bled through. Sometimes, it's really bad on this one actually. Sometimes, like, if you draw over the top of even regular watercolor or pencil, it'll just bleed through for some reason. So I really didn't enjoy that aspect of this notebook. Also, man, I don't even know where it's gone. There was a page holder ribbon in here. It came off. It just came off in my hands. I didn't even pull on it. and it was gone. So I don't know if that was just a defect for my sketchbook or if it's a common thing. And the paper is really yellow. If I have something white to show against it, I apologise. Actually, no, let's not use a pill pack. I was going to apologise for showing it, but let's not actually use it. I've got this blade, which is white, if that's good enough. You can see how yellow the paper is. It's a lot more yellow than I'm used to. It does have a lot more pages, though. I think it says about... Oh, I could get it up, actually. What am I doing? Let's just get it up on Amazon. Okay, so the Talens Art Creation Sketchbook has 80 sheets, which is like 160-ish sides of paper, so it's quite thick. It comes in like a little square size. It comes in this size, or it comes in A4. I think there might be a couple others. And yeah, it's 140 GSM and it's acid free. And it comes in a lot of nice cover colours. Obviously I went for like a sky blue here. Actually, I believe the specific colour might be lake blue. And it's built like the sketchbook that I enjoy. The only sketchbook that I enjoy and can deal with needs to have these rounded corners. It needs to not be a book bound. It needs to have this sort of like soft pleather rounded thing to it, so that when you lay it out flat, it doesn't have like a really prominent ridge like an actual hardcover book would. It needs to be able to lay as flat as possible, which is what these types of sketchbooks do, because they've got this like edge bit is soft and malleable. So I would show you the example of the type that I don't enjoy, but I don't have it with me right now. So yeah, and it also needs to preferably have a closure. The pages cannot have perforations, and that's essentially everything that I require in a sketchbook. Oh, and ideally it needs to be quite high GSM. So the whole debacle, let's go through that. My go-to, as I said, is Moleskines. Now, they used to be around about £12 per sketchbook. However, I believe last year, for some reason, they skyrocketed. They absolutely skyrocketed, and they went up to $24.99, and they still are counted as $24.99 on RRP on Amazon. Currently, they're £18.51, but that goes up and down all the time. I check basically on a weekly basis at this point. And because they'd gone up to $24.99, and I was just about to run out of my last Moleskine sketchbook that I was using at that time, I couldn't justify buying another one. So I needed a quick and cheap alternative that was as close as possible to Moleskine. And this is the closest that you can get, as far as I've seen, available in the UK. You can see just how similar they are. They've got the rounded edges. This is a Moleskine. They've got the elastic... They've got the soft, malleable, pleather bound cover that are still hardback, and they've got this page ribbon, although mine on this one fell off. And it's basically just a cheaper but almost exact replica. Now, unfortunately, the Moleskine is 165 GSM, which is much, much higher, but it does only have, I believe, 60 or 65 pages in, so it's a rather a bit less than a Talens Art Creation, but it does have thicker paper, so it balances out. So yeah, whilst it is a very good, very affordable alternative, and it is wonderful for the price that it is, I just could not deal with the paper quality, which I found out upon receiving it and starting it when I had run out of space in my old Moleskine. So I was keeping an eye out on Amazon throughout the whole time that I was using this, because I don't want to keep using these if I can't help it. So I was really hoping that the Moleskines would drop back down to around about £12, which is where they used to be. So it stayed at $24.99 for a while, and then it dropped down to £21, and that was the cheapest I'd seen it. And my mother was like, just buy it. I can tell you really need them. You're mulling over it like crazy. Just buy it because you're so torn. I'm telling you, buy one right now. So I bought one because she forced me to. and I regret it because, oh my goodness, that's so expensive. £21 for an A5 sketchbook. Well, it's not bad. Like Leuchtturm, sorry, I'm awful at pronouncing it, are about that price. And then a little bit later, they went down to £18, so I bought another one at £18. And then a few months later, in May, 25th of May 2024, they went down to, oh gosh, like £15 something or other per sketchbook, but they had an offer going on where if you bought 3, you would get a certain amount of percentage off. So I bought 3 sketchbooks and they ended up being £38.38, which is around about £13 per sketchbook, which is almost back where they were at the beginning. Unfortunately, they've not had a sale like that for a while.
Okay, sorry, hi, it's Editing Nia again, just here to say, I've just realised there's 2 different types of Moleskine sketchbooks. You Google A5 and it comes up with one that's slightly smaller, and then one that's slightly bigger. Sorry if the footage is like in the background, I'm like currently rendering stuff. Yeah, so there's like 2 different types of the Moleskine sketchbook, and currently on screen right now, I'll show you the prices. There is a sale on the slightly smaller sketchbook type. It is only 11.5 by 18 centimeters, whereas the one that I prefer to get is 13 by 21 centimeters. They call that large for some reason, despite the fact that I believe that is basically just regular A5 sketchbook size. So honestly, I don't know what's going on there. I feel like I've bought the smaller one in the past by accident, and I did not appreciate the slightly smaller size. But yeah, if you want to try out a Moleskine and see the quality for yourself and don't mind a smaller size, it's only a little bit smaller. Currently, the small one is on sale for around about £14 per sketchbook, which is still a bit too much for me. Whereas the normal A5 one is still not on sale. Yay! Sorry, I'm back again just to clarify some more things. So I've double checked. I managed to get this exact qualifying sale, the save 20% on any 3, on the actual A5 size. So yeah, they're now doing it on this smaller size. Honestly, I still don't understand why there's 2 sizes, and literally on the label you can see on the cover image, it doesn't say any differently. They just look like the same. The only difference is the smaller one doesn't have the book marker page ribbon thing. So yeah, it's very intriguing, very interesting.
So hopefully my 4 and this remaining Moleskines will last me long enough for another Moleskine sale to happen. But I don't know if it'll be sustainable to keep using Moleskines for me anymore, because $24.99 is a lot to ask as someone who doesn't have a job. I don't have any income. But I may have to just keep paying for it and hope for the best, because my autistic tendencies are like, I cannot change from this. This is the perfect sketchbook. Now, the problem with that is I have started sketchbook number 11. This is a sneak peek of what will be coming up next time. This is the cover. I won't go over the stickers right now. The Moleskines are different. They're different now. So if you have a look at this ribbon, I don't have my... Wait. I have an old Moleskine to show you. So this is the ribbon on the old Moleskine. You pull it, it's pretty dense. And then you can just stretch it back into place. The bottom, it does tear a little bit, but it's pretty solid. Whereas for some reason, this one, I think you can even see it actually, the quality difference. It's got less of a fabric weaving. You pull it, it's immediately holy. Look at that. It's awful. And the bottom of it just frayed immediately. Sorry, that is not focusing. So that was the first red flag. The second red flag is, what the hell is this? literally the very first page of the Moleskine, and they've printed text onto half the page. Here's also a little sneak peek for you of the first drawing that I've done in this new sketchbook. They've put our manifesto, and like, whilst this is lovely and wonderful and all, you've wasted so much of my paper that I would have, if I paid original retail price, would have paid $24.99 for. And not only is it on this page, but it's also on the last page. Why have they done this? It's wasting so much paper space. I draw on these pages. So yeah, I've drawn a very angry little Nia, like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, I can appreciate you wanting to talk about your brand and stuff and how you believe in creativity, but I do not believe that wasting precious paper on your very expensive sketchbook is the way to go. So it would be lovely if maybe next time you could not do that. And I apologize because my recording time has run out on my phone, so right now you are just hearing me talk through my computer mic. Boy, am I glad that I decided to record on my mic as well as on my phone, because I have a backup recording now, so I can add some random stuff in the background for you to listen to. But yeah, I just was so surprised by seeing that text printed in this Moleskine. I don't know if it's every Moleskine. I'd have to open my other ones to check, but I was appalled to see it, honestly. And other news, I have seen a couple TikToks of people using starting a new Moleskine sketchbook recently, and they've said that they've shown that they've used just regular felt tips and it's bled through like crazy. It seems like perhaps Moleskine's quality might have decreased. But again, I will see when it comes to drawing in this sketchbook, because I haven't actually drawn in it much yet, so I will report back in the next sketchbook tour, which will be coming up probably in another year's time, maybe less because I don't have uni anymore. So yeah, well, I guess I should call it there because it's been almost an hour and my camera has died. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I have come to really enjoy making these sketchbook tour videos for my channel now, even if they are few and far between. And I like to try and imagine that I'm helping to break the stigma of all sketchbooks need to be aesthetically pleasing and full of great drawings that are finished and rendered and wonderful. They don't. A sketchbook is just that. It's for sketches. It's a sketchbook. You can do whatever you want in your sketchbook. It doesn't need to be fully wonderful, polished, rendered drawings. So yeah, I like to, when I upload my sketchbook tours, I like to think this might help other people see that you don't need to do that sort of thing in your sketchbook. You can use it how you like. I get a couple comments saying, oh, this is really boring. Why don't you do any colour? And I just hope that those people will come to understand that you can do what you want. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I am so looking forward to sharing sketchbook number 11 with you next time. Goodbye.